Good morning, everybody. I am Pramod Jaiswal. I am here going to teach you Merchant of Venice. The playwright or the writer is William Shakespeare. This William Shakespeare has written more than 30 drama. This is one of them. I am going to discuss about the general plot of this drama and the characters, a brief introduction of different characters. So listen very carefully. The two main characters are on which the entire play revolves is Antonio and Shylock. Antonio is a Christian and Shylock is a Jew. And there is great hatred between these two people. The reasons are various. First is the basis of religion. Shylock is a Jew and Antonio is a Christian. Secondly, Shylock lends money and charges great interest. On the other hand, Antonio lends money without any interest. This affects Shylock's business, so he hates a lot. Antonio abuses him, insults about his religion in the marketplace, and sometimes also spits on him. So these are one of the reasons for hatred between these two people. Now, introduction of different characters of the story of the drama. Antonio's friend, the closest one is Bassanio, then Graciano, Salanio, Salarino, Lorenzo. They are the main characters. While Shylock has a daughter whose name is Jessica. And there is another character who is also the center of the spotlight, the main crucial point on which the entire drama revolves is Portia, who lives in Belmont, and she is a rich lady and very beautiful, and many princes are from all over the world. They are willing to marry her. Bassanio is also one of them. Now, Shakespeare has chosen three pairs of lovers, which becomes the topic of discussion in the entire play. The first pair is Bassanio, who wants to marry Portia. The second pair is Graciano, who is willing to marry Portia's maid, Nerissa. And there is another pair, Lorenzo and Shylock's daughter, Jessica, whom we find in the midway that Lorenzo is Christian and Jessica is Jew. And Lorenzo, both are in love and they are willing to run away from their house. So these are the three pairs of lovers. Now another plot of the story is the story how it begins is that Bassanio wants to marry Portia. Portia has a different sort of marriage system. Her father has left a will by which the one who chooses the correct casket has the right to marry Portia. Anyway, first, in order to give his impression about his richness and about his elite personality and his status in the society, he has to, in order to maintain, he needs money. And as Antonio, as I've told you, he is one of his closest friends. He demands money, approximately 3,000 ducats from him. Now, as the title shows, Merchant of Venice, Antonio is the merchant. His business is shipping business. and he has many ships, but in hand he doesn't have cash. So he tells Bassanio to ask for money from someone else in Venice for whom he would stand as a guarantee. And obviously, in Venice, there was none other but Shylock, where he has to go. When he goes to Shylock, Shylock was internally very happy. The reason is very obvious, that when he heard that Antonio is going to be as a guarantee, at the back of his mind, he was planning that he might get a chance to take revenge with Antonio if he fails to remit the payment. So 3,000 ducats was for him, in order to uh, quench his thirst of anger, was nothing. He was even ready to lend the money without interest. But at the back of his mind, something evil thought, something malicious was cropping in his mind. Though he says to Bassanio and Antonio later that it was the kind he is going to show, but that kind is something ironical which he uses, something ambiguity in his usage of words, that we shall discuss when we come across later in the chapter. So one thing was that he got a chance to take revenge, was the bond which Antonio is going to sign. The main content of the bond was, if Antonio or Bassanio fails to remit the payment within such a stipulated or scheduled time, Shylock will be entitled to take a pound of flesh from Antonio's body from whichever part pleases Shylock. That means that would be end of the life of Antonio. That we shall come in the later half of the drama, how this trial scene in the court goes on. We are not going to discuss at present. For the time being, for today, this is enough. In the next class, we shall start the Act 1, Scene 1. See you next. Thank you.